Canelo Alvarez and Turki Al-Sheikh is actually in a picture together, hugging, and seems to be happy. This is great news because the last time we heard from these guys were talking down on each other. So the fact that these guys are in a photo together, hugging each other, happy, that's a good sign, right? That's a wonderful sign. Now, let's just be honest. We know that Canelo Alvarez wasn't negotiating to fight the winner of Benavidez and Morale. We know he wasn't negotiating whether he's gonna fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. We know how Canelo Alvarez tend to pick his opponents. He has to have the advantage, right? So, being that Terence Bud Crawford is moving up in 2 weight divisions to face off against Canelo Alvarez believed that that would be the easier target for Canelo Alvarez, right? And that would be more lucrative for Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez is getting his biggest payday fighting Terence Bud Crawford. So, it's a no-brainer, right? Please, not William Sculpt. Please, Canelo, no William Sculpt. But we all know that it's Terence Bud Crawford. Let's be for real. So with that being said, I want to ask Canelo Alvarez fans a question. A real question. Why, when you guys speak about Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford, y'all never mention that Canelo Alvarez is too skilled? Why is it always is weight class for a reason? So you guys aren't banking on Canelo Alvarez's skills. You guys are banking on Terence Bud Crawford not being able to carry the weight. What does that tell you about this fight? That this fight is a 50-50 fight. Because if Terence Crawford carries that weight, we can't discuss skills. Because you know Terence Crawford is leagues above Canelo when we talk about skills. That they're not even in the same class when you talk about skills. Terence Crawford is all-time great when it comes to skills. Like, he's on the Mount Rushmore as one of the most skilled fighters ever in boxing. You understand? So, we ain't talking about skills. So, why do you guys believe that Terence Crawford is going to get KO'd by Canelo Alvarez if Canelo Alvarez's skill set doesn't prove or doesn't match him KOing Terence Crawford at all? If you look at Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder, Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo, Canelo Alvarez versus Bivol, Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga, he didn't knock out not one of them guys. In fact, if you want to talk about skills, the closest person that I just named that Canelo Alvarez faced off against that has similar skill set or even close to Terence Bud Crawford would be Bivol. And Bivol is not even more skilled than Terence Bud Crawford. Bivol is not even more skilled than Terence Crawford. And we can't talk about size and weight because Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez at 175 pounds and offered to move down to 168 pounds to face off against Canelo Alvarez, to fight Canelo Alvarez at Canelo's weight class. And Canelo Alvarez turned that down. Why? Because he understands that no matter the size, Bivol is still more skilled than him. So he understands that skill pay the bills is not size. He just understands, he's just willing to take a chance with Terence Crawford than any one of them other guys because Terence Crawford will be moving up 2 weight divisions. So he feel like that's the more safe fight and he's getting the more money. But he understands that he's going to need way more than just size and weight and power to beat Terence Bud Crawford. That's why I would give Canelo Alvarez the utmost respect if he defeats Terence Crawford, which is not going to happen. I would give him the utmost respect because Canelo Alvarez understands how dangerous this fight is. Only a fool believe that this fight isn't dangerous. Only a fool, only a Canelo Alvarez fan believe. And matter of fact, you guys do believe it's dangerous. You guys don't even want the fight to happen. You just say it's not dangerous and say Canelo's gonna knock him out. But in real life, the reason why y'all been so dismissive of the fight, because you understand that Terrence Crawford is on a whole different level than for anyone Canelo Alvarez ever graced the ring with besides Floyd Mayweather. Yes, including Bivol. Terrence Crawford is different. He's different. And Canelo Alvarez fans, you guys understand that. That's why y'all been so dismissive of the fight, and y'all say stuff like, "Oh, Canelo's gonna knock out Terrence Crawford," just so you guys could try to believe it, amp yourself up. But guess what? The time is near. The time is here. Canelo Alvarez, it looks like he's accepting that fight. There's nowhere to run, Canelo Alvarez fans. There's no way to run. You guys are going to have to accept that Terrence Crawford is the baddest man on the planet when he defeats Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez needs to bring something different to the table that Terrence Crawford hasn't seen before, which he's not capable of. Because if Dimitri Bivol was able to tell you that all Canelo Alvarez do is load up and get tired, and his IQ isn't as high as Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez is in for a very, very long night. He doesn't utilize a jab. Terrence Crawford utilizes a jab. He has a great jab. Canelo Alvarez doesn't throw a lot of punches. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. IQ-wise, Canelo Alvarez cannot match up with Terrence Crawford. How is he gonna win off brutal strength, of hitting on the arms and hitting on the shoulders? And no, it just won't happen. He's gonna have a herky-jerky style, an unpredictable style to beat Terrence Crawford. Israel Madrimov had an unpredictable style, but he didn't have the IQ, he didn't have the experience, so there's no way he was gonna win that fight. So there's no way Canelo Alvarez is going to win this fight. Israel Madrimov was a dangerous fighter, just like how Canelo Alvarez is a dangerous fighter. But there's no way he's going to win this fight. And you guys are going to understand why boxing analysis and why boxers believe that Terrence Crawford can dethrone Canelo Alvarez. When he does it, my question is, are you guys going to give Terrence Crawford the respect that he deserves? Because Canelo Alvarez is going to get respect from me. Because he understands how dangerous this fight is. And he didn't have to take the fight. He could just say, "Oh, Terrence Crawford is too small." So if he takes this fight, right, he's facing off against the #1 fighter in the world, a 4-division champion, undisputed in 2 different weight divisions, the best fighter of this generation. Undoubtedly, Canelo Alvarez will gain respect. And that will be a feather in his cap. And you gotta say that this is a great win for Canelo Alvarez. You gotta say it. And I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, and I would say I would give him respect if he beats Terrence Crawford, which is not gonna happen. Now it's gonna be people that says, "Well, why did he want to fight Terrence Crawford instead of David Benavidez?" Which is justifiable. That question is a great question. Why won't you fight David Benavidez that been your mandatory for 3 years? But that's just to show you who Canelo Alvarez is. As a fighter, he's not very confident. He's not a confident fighter at all. So you're putting a guy that's not very confident to the most confident fighter in boxing history in Terrence Crawford. That is more skilled. That his only obstacle is just carrying the weight. What happens if he carried that weight smoothly? What happens to Canelo Alvarez? That's the question you guys need to ask. Hit that like button, share this video if you enjoy this content, hit that subscription button, and I'm out.